Alright, guys, welcome back to another episode of ICT for Dummies. So, today we're gonna go over psychology. I know you guys don't want to see this video. Everybody hates these. Like, but to be fair, if you don't learn your psychology, you're never gonna be a good trader. Like back when I was beginning to trade, I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't really want to study, no back testing. I just thought everything was easy. I wanted everything like handed to me. That's not how it works. So when I began trading, I was doing options. I traded options and I was doing pretty well. I flipped 100 to 500 in like 2 days. And I was like, whoa, this shit is easy. And once I turned those 500 into 600, I was like, what if I make this into 1200 right now? And I tried and I lost everything. I was like, oh, and I felt horrible. I was just like, damn, I just worked so hard for getting up to $600 from 100, and then I lost everything. Instead of like continue to learning, instead of just gambling through it, because I honestly just got lucky. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I just clicked buy or sell, and then I was like, oh shit. I was trading patterns, bro. Cock and balls method, bro. That's what I was trading. But as I continued to study, I was like, there was like during junior year in high school, I kept studying. Like I watched TJR, T-Trades, ICT. I took notes. I have a notebook full of notes, and um, after that, I still didn't know what I was doing. I was really lost because I didn't backtest at all, and I still don't backtest. But like every failure just makes me smarter, and you guys should backtest, because or else you're gonna just lose a bunch of money like I did and didn't backtest. Once I started trading, I kind of knew what I was doing. I knew my strategies. I knew what I was looking for, but I still wasn't confident in what I was doing. And also, I would see the charts move so fast, and I was like, shoot, it's time for me to get in. I would get in and then lose everything because I wasn't patient. Patience has to do a lot with trading. If you aren't patient, I promise you, you're not going to be a good trader. And then senior year came, I was doing pretty well. I still wasn't profitable during the beginning of senior year. I was still trading, but I passed my first Express account around October. Yeah, I passed my first funded account, and I was like, oh shit, I'm about to be making good money. So, and keep in mind, around that time, I lost around like 2 to 3 thousand in just funded accounts, bro, because I kept failing funded accounts because I wasn't doing my shit right, bro. I didn't have the right mental state. I was just horrible. So I would see trades, and then when I like lost everything again, I would look like this trade made no sense at all. What the fuck was I doing? This trade didn't make sense. So and I would like realize and be like, all I had to do was be patient instead of FOMO, bro. I would get a lot of FOMO, and I still struggle with patience a little bit now. Yes, like I do, because there's days where I come into the market, jump in for 5 minutes, and make my money like that, and I'm like, oh, I'm done for the day. But it's not gonna be like that every time. So you gotta pay attention to that and be patient. Patient is key. Um, so around senior, I passed my first funded account, and then I lost it when I was at $2,000 in profit. And I remember the day it was on a Monday. And yeah, I had a rule for myself, and I broke that rule. I was like, don't trade on Mondays if there's no news. No news Mondays are horrible. I don't know if you guys have seen those charts, but they're horrible. And I lost everything. I lost $2,000 somehow. Like my risk management was, the fuck was my risk management? And then I remember the whole day I really had, it was like the worst day of my life. I felt like a failure. I was like, what the fuck? Can I not be a provider? Am I not going to be a provider? Am I not going to be able to retire my family? I'm not going to be able to move out like I want to by the end of senior year. I'm not going to be able to get the car I want. Like, I was struggling. And I did have a few like suicidal thoughts. Like, I was like, shit, Like, bro, it gets deep, bro. And I don't think you guys understand how deep it gets. Like, all these thoughts in your mind just coming through, like, shit, you're horrible, you're a failure, you're never gonna make it. And then all the people, like, friends or family being like, stop doing that, it's just a scam, it's not gonna work out. Like, trying to put you down even more, your own blood. And it just makes you feel like maybe it isn't a thing for you. So that came, and I was like, shit. So what should I do? It was like 2 in the morning, and I was still up, and I was like praying to God. I was like, God, tell me what to do. Help me. I need you. And I still wasn't as close to God back then, but like I began to follow my journey, and I'm still struggling, but I'm getting there with Jesus. You like without God, you're not gonna be able to accomplish the things you want. But once you find Jesus, I promise you, whatever you choose to do, He will guide you through it. But let me go through over a trade that I took to this morning, and I'll give you an example of what I would have done back in the day and what not to do. Right? So let me zoom my face out. All right, boom. We had this trade that I took today. So I'll give you a quick little like trade recap or whatever. So when I came into this morning, I was bullish. I was expecting to get these past day highs or Asia lows to be taken, and I had two scenarios in my head. Either we took the Asia highs and past day highs before market open, or and look for some type of short from then, or market opens, we have a retracement to this 1 hour right here. Let's see, this 1 hour gap right here. It's also a 4 hour. This 4 hour and 1 hour gap. I was expecting it to get a retracement, but we managed to just get SMT. Where is it? S&P 500 did take that out, as you can see right here. I'll mark it out so you guys can see. Boom. We got this SMT right there that played out pretty well, which gave me extra confirmation of where market wanted to go. Well, I already knew because I'm a goat. To take these past day highs. So I jumped into a lower time frame. I jumped into 5 minute, 3 minute, somewhere. 3 minute. I jumped into a 3 minute. Oh no, it was 2 minutes. Sorry. I jumped into a 2 minute time frame. I saw this inverse. I got off of that. Paid a stop loss at my recent swing lows. My stop loss should have been a bit lower, like to the SMT if it would hold, cause, but whatever. Still pretty good though. Still pretty good risk management. The SMT was created. Nasdaq didn't tap into the 4 hour and 1 hour gap, which sent us higher because of that SMT. I answered off of this candle right here. Boom, take profit at the highs. Pretty simple. So what I would have done if I was back in the day, honestly, first of all, I wouldn't know what the fuck I was doing. I wouldn't have seen this SMT. I would have just been on my phone or like waiting for something to happen, not paying attention to either or charts. And then I would see this entry, take it. I would have probably shorted down here because I see this like this right here. I probably would have shorted that to this 4 hour right here. And then I would have got stopped out easily because I wasn't paying attention to both charts if I was the old me. And then right here, I'm pretty sure my also would have went break even because back then I was like I wasn't confident with myself. I wasn't confident with myself at all. So you can see this trade played out pretty well. And honestly, I do want to end the video with saying, for you guys that are watching this, don't give up. I promise you it's not a scam. That's how I felt. But once you take your first payout, the whole world is going to change, bro. I'm 19 with an M3, and I live on my own, bro. I have an apartment. 800 square feet, not so bad. But, and I managed to keep going by trading. This is where most of my money comes. Yes, I do have a 9 to 5 because I haven't reached my goal of $10,000 a month yet. Once I reach those $10,000 a month is when I'm finally gonna quit my 9 to 5. And I promise you guys, if you manage your psychology, everything is gonna be crystal clear for you guys. I know you guys didn't want to see this video because it's like one of the boring videos. You guys want to know how to trade? Like, yeah, teach me about liquidity. Teach me about inverses. Teach me about fucking SMT divergence. Teach me, bro. Fuck you guys. Peace out.